This week, American Eagle debuted an ad with Sydney Sweeney. Like most things surrounding Sydney Sweeney and the internet, most seem to think the ad was about Sweeney's two friends, but some are calling it a dog whistle, disgusting, and devoid of any redeeming qualities. Which is funny because that's how I describe the Astros medical staff. Welcome to the Ma'am Stamcast. I am Jordan. This is the I hurt my wrist to my you're out 7 months. Brian, how are you?
Horrible. I'm actually great. I'm on vacation right now, out in Jekyll Island. But the Astros being on a 5-game losing streak hurts my soul, and dropping 4 of them to the Athletics at home, that felt real good.
And making the Athletics look also really good at the same time. What was that? The one game when the one rookie was 6 for 6 with how many ever home runs and whatever. But yeah, it doesn't help that Paredes is also out for longer than expected. I think Jordan is out longer than expected now. I mean, it's been out longer than expected.
He has been.
The entire season at this point. But yeah. So the Astros are. I imagine the doctors are like the Astros medical team is like the doctor from Arrested Development who says things like, "Oh, he's going to be all right," and it's like, "Oh no, actually it means he lost his left hand. He's going to be all right." I imagine that's what they did with Jordan. Like, yeah, he's going to be all right. It's like, oh, great, awesome, cool. It's like 2 to 3 week timeline, and no, actually, what it means is he actually won't be able to use his right hand or left hand the entire season. Paredes, they say he's looking on, he's pulling up. It's like, oh, okay, so like he's getting better, he's getting, whatever. It's like, no, he's actually pulling up in numbers. He'll be gone for the rest of the season. So it's just ridiculous. It is at this point. I think we passed teeny ridiculous and made it to like this is actually kind of absurd at this point. How often this is happening.
It's actually insane. And then we have Lance McCullers Jr. going on to the 15-day IL, which does not mean he's out for 15 days. It just means that's where pitchers go with the injuries. That's the list they go on, with blisters and stuff. And it's just like, yo, we having blister problems? Like, what are we doing here, man? It's ridiculous. The only good news is that we might get Jeremy Pena here back pretty soon. It looks like he's back in Houston with the team working out for the Astros. So that's the one bright spot. But the AAA Astros continue to just hold on to the division. We've got a 3-game lead in the division, but I mean, 5-game losing streak is not going to get it done.
Was Pena? Did Pena just start for the Space Cowboys? Or who started? No. You know who that was?
I don't know. I've been on vacation, to be honest.
To be fair, I've mentally been on vacation this past week. So I see you're drinking a Modelo and I'm drinking a ginger ale and matcha. So just a very different vibe.
Some fancy boys.
You're on Jekyll Island and I'm on Hyde Peninsula. So we're in 2 different worlds.
That's a really good joke.
Thank you. What our 9th grade English class will thank me for that one. Huh? But yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say about the Astros at this point. It's the same thing we say every week, where it's like, what's going on? I can't believe this is happening. Also, Lance McCullers going on the IL for blisters. Stick your hand in pickle juice. Do what Nolan Ryan did. Stick your hand in pickle juice and just let's listen. Not to be a Lance McCullers hater on Maine. Because, I'm not a hater. I think of it in a more intellectual, deep way. Also, I just cut my hair and I can't get it fucking right on camera. So it's making me go a little crazy.
Dude, I've got a pro tip for that, actually.
What?
Don't cut your hair.
Well, so here's the thing. It gotten long enough to where I was like, okay, it's unmanageable a little bit. I don't love it because I don't. Like yours gets beautiful.
I don't know.
I've
got a big knot right here. I didn't brush it after getting out of the shower because I was rushing to get here, and I got a big old knot after keeping it in a ponytail. So it's cut your hair, people.
But yours is beautiful and curly. Like it does something to it. Mine just like flails, and I have a lot of like on top, and it's just like it starts going down. And like I can put it up as much as I want, but it doesn't part correctly. I thought about getting one of those like modern mullets, but I don't think my face works well for it. So I've gone back to this thing, which I'm okay with because honestly, I feel like I look better. I look better with it.
It's a good look on you.
Appreciate it. I'll fuck you later. I'll use spit this time.
Thanks.
But yeah, this is gonna be probably maybe a shorter one just because I feel like there's not a lot going on. Oh, sorry, my Lance McCullers sake. Let me get to that first, which is Stop fucking getting hurt.
It's absurd. It's absurd. Freak weight room injury, blister. It says, what's next? He slipped on a banana peel.
Well, the Savannah Bananas are coming to Houston at some point.
Oh, he's dead. Lance McCullers found dead.
Actually, it's in September. I think at Daikin. So, like, yeah, he's going to slip on some sort of banana peel.
Bury me in the H is going to happen way earlier for you, buddy.
I like Lance McCullers Jr. as a person. He seems like a great guy. He's a really cool pitcher. I just, one, worry about when the curveball is your, like, main go-to. And two, I can't see another injury stint for him at this point.
Well, good news. We're going to pay him $17 million this year. We're going to pay him $17 million again next year, and then he's not our problem anymore. Knowing how this goes, he's going to be perfectly healthy next year, pitch an outstanding season, 20 start season, 15 wins, and he's going to walk and then have rejuvenated career because he won't have to deal with the Astros medical staff anymore.
Yeah, are we going to have like an investigation of this at some point?
I hope so.
It has to be the doctor, like for Arrested Development, where Dana Brown here's like, oh yeah, no, he's gonna, he's on the up and up, and it's like, oh no, actually that means he's going up to heaven. He's dead. So there's no, I don't know what's going on. Like, I am no strength and conditioning coach. Let me put that out there. I have watched enough strength. Like, this is the time of year I really enjoy because we get to watch strength and conditioning workouts from football teams, like college football teams. I like, it can't be that hard to, one, do some strength and conditioning. Like, there are freak accidents, like Lance McCullers' weight room accident, which is a freak accident. Like Paredes, it's like, okay, well, let's see what we can do with that. How we get your hamstring stronger. Like, throughout, this is beforehand. This is looking back in retrospect, obviously. It's not helpful. But, like, I don't know, get the guy, the mustache guy from Oregon who went to Miami, and I think he left Miami. Get Coach Alan Bishop or something from UH. Like, get guys who are repeatedly shown they can keep their guys in shape. Whereas I don't know what's going on with the strength conditioning team at the Astros. I think the medical doctors, that fake doctor, like that kid who was like 13, pretending to be a doctor at a hospital for like 2 years. That's who the Astros medical team is, actually. It's a guy just like going on ChatGPT. It's like, hey, like his hamstrings hurt. It's like, oh, well, if it just hurts, we'll be back in 2 days. He looks at like radiology. He's like, I actually don't know much about Radio Shack. I'm sorry. So I don't really know what to do with this at this point. We have gone to a new world of pain and hurt and suffering when it comes. And to be fair, it's Astros. Like, they've been good. So I don't know if we can complain that much. We're like Chiefs fans right now.
Yeah, you're right. We are spoiled. But having 17 to 19 people on IL at a time, it's fluctuated over these past weeks since like we hit this record number. I don't think it's actually a record, but insane number. It's impossible to win the division at like this. Like, we got to start getting people healthy, or it's ours, or we're going to crumble, and it's going to be the Mariners, or it's going to be the Rangers, who have been hot. They're only 4 games back in the division. It's God. Oh God, not Seattle. I don't like you, and you don't like me, and you don't like my team. If it's gotta be you or the Rangers, it better be fucking you.
Quickly, I want to interject. One, never count out the AL West to fuck itself up somehow. It is, again, somehow the worst division in baseball. And you can say, well, sometimes it's worse. No, it's just like, for the past, 10 years, it feels like every team has gotten one shot to win the division, other than, the Angels and the Athletics, because the Athletics are barely a team as it is. And I say that with no offense. And I feel that, like, sadness in my heart. But they're pushing, like, minor league team at this point. And I think their owners kind of feel the same way. And they have felt the same way for 10 years.
And yet they swept us in a 4-game series.
Right. It's because we lose to bad teams and we win against good teams.
And our team is dead. Our team is labeled RIP.
Our team is like, it's like, I'm trying to think of like Mass Effect or something, where you can lose party members throughout the game.
Mass Effect 2,
yeah. Yeah, you're looking at your party members as you go along. You're like,
and Mass Effect 1. That's a great pull. Sorry.
But you're like, oh, like I've lost all these guys, and like, oh, I can't believe I've gotten to this point. Like, I'm actually almost at finish, and I feel like I'm playing the game I want the way I want to. It's like that for the Astros, except we're not really playing the game the game we want to. It's more just like, oh, how are we here at this point? Also, I did fact check myself. Jeremy Pena is starting tonight, which is Tuesday, at Sugarland.
Oh,
so yeah.
Well, I mean, good. That's good, but
To be fair, this is the tweet. We're back tonight. Be here for Jeremy Pena, in parentheses, subject to change without notice. And then $5 frozen margaritas, which honestly sounds great, but
no, that's so scary. What?
Yeah,
the margaritas are great. Don't get me wrong.
That's
subject to change without notice.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
That means they're currently giving him CPR, being like, live.
It's the doctor from Arrested Development. Someone's like, it's like he looks like he's dead. Is he dead? No, he just looks like it. So Jeremy Payne start. I mean, good. Who knows at this point? Like he'll probably, honestly, what's going to happen, and I'm going to knock on some wood, but I'm so right in this. He's going to go back up to the majors, maybe like a week or so, play like well, seems like he's getting back to his groove, gets hurt and goes on to day IL, and then we'll see him in October maybe. We'll see him in September maybe.
God damn it, Jordan.
I know. And the thing is, like, you look at me and you're like, it's definitely going to happen like that, because that's how it always happens as well.
Yeah. I don't know what to do about this team, man. I mean, we don't have to do nothing but watch, but
I don't think Yordan Alvarez is going to play baseball again this year.
No.
I just don't at this point.
No, it's insane.
I mean, his hand must be like, what was it? Who was the guy who blew his hand up in fireworks for the 4th of July, like Four Smoke or something like that?
Pure Paul.
Pure Paul?
Oh, God. Something Pure Paul.
Something,
Pure Paul?
That's the only thing I can imagine is like Yordan Alvarez is actually moonlighting him, and that's why he can't use his hand at all at this point. So I again, keep saying I don't know. I really don't know about this team. I can't complain, as we know, because the years have been good to me.
Jason Pierre-Paul. JPP.
Okay. JPP. I say that if I know him, but yeah. I don't know. I don't know what to think, Brian. I don't think I have words at this point to describe what the team is.
No one has suffered more than us. No one has suffered more than Astros fans. We were a scapegoat for a cheating scandal that was spread throughout the whole MLB. Carlos Correa left, George Springer left, Alex Bregman left, Garrett Cole left, Zach Greinke left. That's not like the highest of problems, but I still I just loved that man, and any excuse I have to talk about him being an Astro, I take. And now our whole entire team is hurt.
Don't forget Kyle Tucker, who.
Oh, we traded Kyle Tucker, so I can't like.
Fault, huh?
It's not his fault. I mean, he wouldn't sign a contract, so I guess it's his fault, and I guarantee they were lowballing him, so I don't blame him at all. So, but yeah, we lost Kyle Tucker. Like, no one has suffered more than us. I've made this joke for like 3 weeks in a row, man. It's DJ Khaled suffering from success.
Yeah. The good old days have ended. I think that's fair to say. We're
trying to hold on. We're the 23-year-old at the bar that's talking about, man, I went to the local high school game. Man, those cheerleaders are hot. What's the fucking, no, I'm trying to make a movie reference. It's McConaughey.
Dazed and Confused?
Is that,
no.
That's the thing about high school girls is I keep getting older and they stay the same age, which is the creepiest line of all time. And anyone that enjoys that line or likes that movie, I have questions for.
It is Dazed and Confused. I was going to say, actually, and I think you're on the right track. I used to go watch, as a side job when I was in college, go watch intramural games for adults. Just make sure everything's okay. It was an easy gig. You got paid enough to where it was like, okay, I don't have to do much. And there were consistently like 28 to 30-year-olds who clearly played in high school, maybe college, but mostly high school, who were in playing flag football, pretending like they were Patrick Mahomes. And it's like, hey, buddy, like, you need to calm the fuck down a little bit. Like, you're going to tear an ACL, and we know it. Or, like, getting into people's faces, all that stuff. It's like, hey, I get it. You had fun.
You got the competitive edge, but
yeah. You probably were a good.
No one cares that much.
Yeah. By the way, you were good at your 3A school in Texas. It's not like you're in the NFL. It's not like you went D1.
We were a 6A high school in Texas. I want you to know I was all district honorable mention, but all district details be damned. Whatever. 185-pound defensive lineman being all district honorable mention, but whatever.
I mean, it was all muscle too. It was all muscle. Yeah, no, I mean, listen, that's actually something you can hang your laurels on a little bit. Be like, I was all district.
Oh, dude, no, I understand what you're saying, and a couple of my friends from high school are like, it's pretty cool, and I think it is pretty cool. But as a 30-year-old, seriously bragging about that to other people that do not give a fuck means nothing. Like, it does more damage to me than it would do. Be like, wow, did you know? 12 years ago, this guy played high school football.
I said, if I didn't know you, I'd be like, what a fucking dude.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
all right, brother, we get it.
Like reminiscing with my friends that I played football with. That's one thing. That's like talking about stories like, oh man, remember this shit, remember this game, all that stuff. That's one thing. That you can have fun and reminisce with. But like if I met my wife's father, and he was just like, for some reason, he wants to get to know me. So we're having a couple beers or pouring a couple bourbons. And he's like, Brian, top 3 accomplishments in your life. And I rattle off 2 things. I go, and I was all districts in high school football 12 years ago. He would be like, great. You're never allowed to see my daughter again, but congratulations.
It's like me saying I got 5th in a all district writing competition when I was in 3rd grade. It's like, I really did peak there.
I would say that's better. That's better.
No, because at least you did while you were like a sentient human. I was in 3rd grade when people are like barely able to form sentences half the time. So who knows what no, that's not better. Actually, that means I peaked in elementary school. That's not better.
No, but I'm saying like, if you said that, they would be like, oh, you must have been a creative kid. Like, that's so cool. Like writing when you were a kid. I played football in high school. So did thousands of other people.
I did used to say as a joke, I'd go around and say, I tell people like, oh yeah, I peaked in elementary school. That was when I was the best of me. And so many people took me seriously, which I really appreciate. It's like when I tell people I'm almost 40 and they're like, oh wow, you look really good for your age. I'm like, yeah, I do. For almost 40.
I mean, I guess you're closer to 40 than you are 0 is the way to do that, right?
Yeah. Well, it's like, I have 11 years left. So, it's good. I have 10 and a half years left. Let me not kid myself on my dying, my mortality.
Dude, you don't even have a 3 in front of your age yet, man. Like, let me tell you.
Yeah,
did I tell you the gout story?
No, what's the gout story?
So the gout story is the day after my 30th birthday, I woke up and my left pinky toe felt swollen and sore and hurt to walk on. And I was like, there's no way I turned to 30. And then God was just like, gout. And then it was fine. I like stretched it and it was fine. I think it was just caught on the sheet and kind of just like bent a little bit or something. Cause I sometimes sleep with one leg out of my sheet just to kind of keep me cool. And I think it was that, and it was like hooked on the sheet, so it was kind of just bent in a weird way. But I remember waking up and just being like, "There's no fucking way! I just turned 30 years old, and I have gout."
You're not like Paul Bissonnette eating like 2 steaks a night. So I think, to be fair, also I want to point out, I sleep with both feet out under the blankets. Most nights I don't sleep with a blanket.
Nothing covering at all.
I'm so hot all the time.
What do you keep your room at?
Right now it's I think 76 here.
Bro, crank that shit down.
I've gone to my father's school of paying for things where it's like, why would I pay for things when I can just not? My friend and I are going to Rome next week, and someone sent us like a golf cart tour, and I was like, why would I pay when I could just walk there?
I agree with that. Yeah. But sleeping in cool weather or like a cool house is just. That's one thing I have no problem spending money on. I don't really spend very much money on anything. So that's something I'm just like, you know what, power bill, you can be up because I want to sleep comfortable, man.
I'll go to the 70 at night. 70 is
That's
where
not bad. Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah.
All right, we go down to 68, but we keep it at 72 during the day, so we drop it 4 degrees.
Okay. When you're not home, what do you set it at?
73.
Oh, okay. So when I'm not home, I go 80, and then when I get home, I'll turn it down to 78, and then probably like a couple hours, I'll go down to 76, and then after that, I'll go down to 74.
So a gradual turn. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah, but when I'm not
that's
home,
not a bad way to do it.
When I'm not home throughout the day, it's usually like 78, 80. And now during the winter, I don't even use heater. I
put on clothes.
Yeah. I did turn on my heater because it was 55 in my apartment at one point. I said, all right, I feel like we kind of jumped the shark a little bit.
You can heat it to like 65 or something and you're fine.
I think I went to 60 and I was like, I'm good here.
And I was 60 and wear a hoodie and I'm fine.
I literally, I am like on fire all the time. It is my blonde hair, blue eyes. I was made for the Northern Territories. I just ended up in Texas where I am miserable half the year. So I'm like, oh my God, I'm so fucking like, I sweat I have to wear special deodorant at this point in my life, which is really upsetting. And it's not like a, I don't know, medical condition. It's like, I like my temperature's just hot. Like I think I'm like 98, 99 most times. Which sucks.
You just run hot.
I just run hot, and it sucks because I live in Texas and it's hot. So
you were built to be a Minnesota boy.
I was built to be like in, I don't know, northern Germany or something. With blonde hair, blue eyes. It's been like Finland, except I'm here in Texas in the middle of the baking sun, where if I walk to my car, it just sucks. I also worked out during work today.
Fuck yeah!
I didn't plan to, so I went back to the office kind of sweaty. I felt like a sixth grade boy again.
No, that's awesome. That's a win.
Well, I've created my own like special program for myself. That's like a 24-week like half marathon program. So it's a whole thing where I'm kind of autistic about things, and who cares? I'll keep that in. Brian, moving on to some other news because I don't have a ton of news. I don't think you have a ton of news.
I've got one college football and I've got 2 college football and I have 1 NFL, but and I've got 1 more MLB before we move on.
Okay, let's do it.
And that is earlier this week, Rob Manfred was in the Phillies locker room talking about just I don't know what he was doing there, to be honest. But he said something about we're thinking about adding a salary cap. And I think Bryce Harper overheard that and told him to get the fuck out of the clubhouse. Now, maybe I got baseball central here, but I did see it reported a couple places about that he was just like, you get the fuck out. And with the Players Association agreement or whatever it's called coming up in a couple years,
the
CBA, there's a great chance because the owners want a salary cap and the owners want they'll be like, oh yeah, we'll do a salary floor if you give us a salary cap. The players obviously don't want that because they want to get paid what they're deserved and what they think they're owed. And what I agree with what they're owed, and they bring these assholes so much money that it's millionaires versus billionaires. I fear a 2027 lockout, and I think it's going to be pretty down and dirty and rough. We may not get baseball in 2027, or I don't know if it's up in 2027 or it's up after the 2027 season, but, with how angry the players would be about this, with the owners trying to put a salary cap, it definitely feels like lockout territory.
Brian, you missed an important detail in this as well, which I just found. Manfred, sources said, responded that he was not going to get the fuck out of here, and saying it was important to talk about threats to MLB's business and ways to grow the game, which, by the way, incredibly political answer. I'm not going to get the fuck out of here, but I do want to talk about some threats to our business, the synergies in our business. Great commissioner answer. Rob Manfred, piece of shit, well-known piece of shit. He actually, again, he does not want you to watch baseball. He gets mad every time you turn on a baseball game. It's like, I wish I could block that the fuck out. This has been brewing for a second just because I think the owners, MLB has a problem with owners, and I don't know enough about hockey to say it. Maybe some basketball, but where owners actively don't give a shit about their team, even the bad teams in the NFL, you'll see them try in some capacity. The owners, they're not gonna, I don't know, move the needle, but they will pretend to try. Whereas you have the Athletics, you have the Pirates, the Pirates are saying sell the team at this point.
Rockies.
The Rockies, you have so many organizations saying
White Sox.
Yeah. The White Sox for the past couple of years don't give a shit. They're better than they were last year, but that's not to say
still
much.
ass.
Yeah. You have this problem continually where you see owners who get into the game of buying a baseball team just to have a baseball team, and there's no long-term plan or ideas or no want to change the team for the better. You have the Steinbrenners. I think the Steinbrenners still in the Yankees. You have the guys who actually care, the teams that actually care. But those teams also want to save money, and they probably would I don't know if they'd like an even playing field. They probably wouldn't, but the owners are always going to back the owners up. It's the Jerry Jones agenda, where Jerry Jones is the owner's owner, who will always stand with the owners no matter what. He is, he's just the worst. He's just the worst.
So, listen, we hate commissioners. Just in a general sense, we hate commissioners. It's just, we do. They're doing their job, which is, I'm going to go be the punching bag, and I'm going to be the distraction. I'm the problem, so that my billionaire owners who pay my salary don't get blamed for a lot of the time. Now, they're stupid to think that works, and Manfred and Goodell are the two top of the chain worst about it. They're going to listen to their billionaire bosses, because who signs their checks? In the end of it, who signs their checks?
Well, also
they don't, but you know what I mean.
There's maybe a class discussion here as well, and this is a dumb sports podcast for the record, but where Manfred wants to see himself and Goodell as well as part of that billionaire class, where they've been schmoozed with them so often that they almost believe they are part of them. They are them when they're not. They're say what you want about Roger Goodell's net worth. He's not Jerry Jones. He just never will be. He's not Stan Kroenke. He just never will be. And he's not Shad Khan. Never will be. That's okay.
He's not even Cal McCare.
He's not even Cal McNair.
McNair. Shit. Fuck. No, got it.
I say that with all love to Cal McNair as well.
I love that man. The story about him being walked in upon by top brass of the Texans, and this is when his dad was still alive and running the show, and he was sitting on his floor playing Mario Kart of his office. King shit.
Exactly
King
what
shit.
I do. What I do as well. But I think they maybe think they're part of that class to where they no longer have the empathy or the understanding of the employees. And again, this is a whole long-term class discussion about how players see themselves, how owners see themselves, and how commissioners interact with those two. At the same time, Rob Manfred, well-known piece of shit. Again, he does not want you to watch baseball. He gets mad every time someone in Cleveland turns on a Royals game. He just can't stand that.
How dare they fucking watch this sport?
Why the fuck do they want to watch baseball? Don't watch baseball.
You know what? I'm going to shorten it so that you watch less.
Watch less, and I'm going to put more ads on shirts as well. Which is not his call, but still, I'm going to blame him for it.
No, this is what we're talking about. This is what the commissioner role is. All those things. He didn't sit there in a room go, executive order. This is happening now. He's a punching bag. And that's what he's paid to do. He's paid to be a mouthpiece to everyone else that's fucking up. Now, I'm sure he has a vote or a say in there a little bit, but he's how conspiracy do you want to go? He's the president of it, with the secret cabal behind the sealed door, and they're all sitting around a table, and for some reason no lights work, and all you can see is their hands as they talk menacingly around a desk about how they really control baseball, and that they're going to sap baseball fans of all of their money and more ads, less ball.
Someone just need to remake Stanley Kubrick's Eyes Wide Shut, but it's just baseball, and it's trying to make the game less fun to watch. That's the entire conspiracy. It's just Rob Manfred and Rube jacking off to the fact that he can get less ad revenue for the entire time and still make the billionaires tons of money, which is why he wants a salary cap. Huh?
They're still watching. Get rid of the bats. They have to hit with their forearm.
No, get rid of home runs. Home runs no longer exist. It's gonna be like cricket. It's not. It's actually cricket's kind of the big deal. You get to. It's a whole different sport.
You hit it over the fence. You're out.
Yeah, it's a Savannah Bananas game. That's a new rule they implemented. I say that as a non-hater.
I like that.
But there's also I think Pablo Torre talked about this with someone. Again, I'm starting to get in that podcast, so I don't know the names. My apologies to Pablo Torre guests. Where he was talking about how the front office of the Marlins rarely ever went against the commissioner, and never went against a guiding committee, ever from the commissioner's office. And it's not what's done. It's not how business is done in MLB or any sport. You don't go against the commissioner, because the commissioner really is just the owners, and the owners, they're the ones who have all the money. You don't fuck with the money, which is the rule in every facet of your life. Don't fuck with the money and you'll be fine. If you don't want to go to jail for 100 years, don't fuck with money. You can murder anyone you want. You can get away 25 years. If you fuck with the money, you get away.
Don't fuck with the money. Don't put baby in a corner. Any other rules I need to fucking follow?
I was gonna say the Fight Club, but that's so fucking lame. So
don't speak about baseball. That's Rob Manfred. First rule about being a baseball commissioner is don't talk about baseball.
We don't want baseball. Dang.
At the fucking end of the movie, instead of all the buildings collapsing, it's a bunch of Rob Manfred's standing in front of a whole bunch of screens, and there's all the stadiums and fields being demolished one after another. And he's just yeah, we did it.
Or it's he just sees a ratings, it's a ratings thing, and it just keeps going down. He's perfect. This is what I wanted the entire time. Huh?
Mwah.
Mwah.
Turns out he's just a secret cricket fan, and this was his plan, where he just wants to crash baseball into the ground, and he's just no more baseball. No, look at crickets.
Look, would you like 6?
Which, by the way, no shot at cricket. Cricket's entertaining.
No. I will say baseball's harder than cricket, but I'm not going to post. No, I'm not going to clip that because I don't want a whole continent mad.
Fuck him.
You said something. It has something on college football because I have just a random thing on college football.
All right, I'll do my two real quick. Number one, most important. I'm getting excited. We're almost there. We're almost there.
A month away or something like
that. We're a month away. Yeah. I'm so excited. Notre Dame's first game is on Sunday of Labor Day week or a Memorial Day weekend.
Okay.
And Memorial's in the fall, right?
Yeah. Yes. No. Memorial's Memorial's summer. You're thinking of Labor Day.
Let's run that back real quick.
It's the first weekend of September.
We're getting there. For Sunday night of Labor Day weekend, we have Notre Dame playing Miami as a Sunday night football game, but it's college. And that leads me into my other thing. Besides, I'm so excited for football. Is that the shirts came out, and this is the official Notre Dame shirt for the year. My dad gets me, my wife, my brother, my nephew, and my mom one every year, and him one obviously, and we all wear it. And you're supposed to wear it. It's when everyone buys the shirt that's a Notre Dame fan, or you're supposed to. And it's just a fun way for them to be oh, well, we're about to make 45 to 50 million idiots buy a $40 shirt. We're about to make so much damn money. But when you're in the student section, you're supposed to all wear it so that way everyone's wearing the same thing, and it kind of just is whatever color it is. You're kind of just that's the student section. I'm ranting about nothing. They come out with a shirt every year, and I wear it, and this is the official one for this year, and I like it a lot. And yeah, those were my 2 college football notes. I'm excited, and I got a shirt.
Brian, let's have a talk real quickly.
If you're going to say what I think you're going to say, I'm going to agree with you.
Everyone has to buy a shirt, and then
you don't have to.
No,
you don't have to.
Everyone is supposed
You're encouraged
to.
to. You're supposed to.
Okay, and everyone's student section wears the shirt and does the same thing.
if you're going to compare us to Texas A&M,
Brian,
correct.
We're going down the hole.
But we don't have Yale captains or whatever the fuck they're called,
leaders,
so I don't care.
You can say you don't care all you
and
want.
I don't walk around going, oh, fucking whoop, or whatever the fuck they do. or like, I think a friend of ours was like, no, you can only do whoop and like stomp and up if you're a junior. And once you're a senior, you can do like whoop, stomp, up, pow, or some shit. And I'm just like, fuck you. Like, we're like a cult that, you walk into someone's house and you're like, oh, all right, you're one of those.
It's like Mormon. It's like Mormons.
I'm not worried about you, but I know you're going to try and sell me on this, and I'm just going to curb you, and you're going to be probably polite about it. But I now know this about you. It's a quirk, but we can still be friends. Just we don't want to talk about it. Texas A&M is like Heaven's Gate, or what's the one that went down to Brazil or whatever it was? Jonestown. That's their level of commitment.
Right, you've used two cults that in the end was they all killed themselves. So
a dream.
This
isn't a clip anymore, but
I'll figure out how to make this a clip or something, because that's I mean,
was Heaven Gate the one with the fucking Nike shoes?
Yeah, that are hard, like $6,000. I have a Google alert every time one comes up for sale just to see if it's my size. It's like $6,000.
Oh man,
I'm keeping
of all your bits, that might be your most expensive one.
I like how I more from like the friend like who's he's kind of weird, kind of nerdy. Back in high school, doesn't really seem to have a lot of friends. And now it's like he just spends money on expensive bits he gets himself into.
Did you go? By the way, did you ever go on that date?
Well, so we can't because we used some of the credits because you can, but the date, the theater, we can't get tickets for it because it's the 25-26 season till September. So I bought it in May. So I've been having to wait for it become September and see if we can go. So no, we have not, because we literally can. I want to say widowy. We literally cannot. So no, that's that. There's no update. The update is there is no update on that. But yeah, I had one college football note, which was just I saw a video of Johnny Manziel. Made me sad because I don't like again. We just talked about Texas A&M.
Yeah. We just shit on Texas A&M, but dude, he was so fun to watch, man.
He was. I mean, he was one of those quarterbacks that if he had tried,
he gave a shit.
If he gave, 30% more of a shit, he could have changed the game. Now, obviously, the answer always was, well, probably if he went to the NFL, it was just never going to work that way, because he excelled when the pocket collapsed, when things went to shit, which works well in college because if things go to shit more often, but in the NFL, that's just not going to happen. So again, backtrack a little bit, maybe it wasn't going to happen, but he did feel like he was going to change the game in college. He won the Heisman as a freshman. A freshman in the SEC at the least. And then you get to this and it's like, oh, if he gave 30% more of a shit, he would have been great. He would have made it.
I have the comparison. Well, I didn't come up with this. This has been said by plenty of people online. Baker Mayfield is Johnny Manziel if he gave a shit. Baker Mayfield was just as successful in college football, but he gives it, and he didn't party as hard and stuff, but I don't really think anyone that was successful.
I don't think you can.
But he definitely had fun, and he definitely had that cocky fuck you attitude, grabbing his nuts, talking to, I think it was Kentucky. Maybe it was, I don't remember. But, he had that, maybe it was Kansas. But he had that, same type of attitude and same type of, I hate this word, swagger about him, but he gives a shit about football. And now the Browns gave up on him. That was a huge mistake by the Browns.
This is
Awful mistake by the Browns.
It's the Browns. We don't count them as a team at this point.
Carolina signed him, traded him. He wins a Thursday night football game after getting traded like 2 days beforehand to this organization. He goes down to the Bucks, has a great year. I think they have him for another year, maybe two. I don't know if it's a 2-year contract or a 3-year contract that they signed him to before last year. And now there's talks of locking up him long term, and he's the guy. And I completely agree. I don't like OU very much, but I've always liked Baker Mayfield. He was fun, and he was an asshole, but he wasn't overbearing. And he's been the same way, and yet he's kind of humble with it. Like, I listened to the PMT interview, and he's making fun of himself half the time. But then when he steps on the football field, he turns it on. I'm the man. Fuck you. Suck my dick. I'll run your ass over.
I mean, UT players still talk about him, and he has been in college and it feels like what
they burned his jersey last year.
Yeah.
Or they stabbed it in the middle of the field, and he's just like, I've been graduated for like. I haven't been in college football for like 7 years, dude. Yeah. What are you doing?
Maybe Baker Mayfield
but still.
Yeah. I feel like it's 7. I don't know.
It might be 7.
Because remember, he had those commercials with Hulu, the Browns, and I feel like those were
so good.
Those were good commercials as well. The Browns just fumbled completely, and look at where they are as an organization right now. They have 5 quarterbacks, one of which is
ancient. They got a sex freak. Kenny Pickett's there.
I don't know if sex freak
is 2 rookies.
I don't know if freak is the right term. He's a freak, but he's there's another F word I'm thinking of, and it ends with Ellen. And it rhymes with watermelon.
Felon. Okay. And then they got an old man.
Yeah.
Flacco.
Yeah. They deserve everything that happens to them after the Baker Mayfield saga, and who cares?
And trading for Deshaun Watson. Thank you, though. Thank you very much, by the way.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
The problem with being a Houston sports fan is I go, what pieces of shit. And then remember Roberto Ozuna, and we all had to be like, this guy fucking sucks. Why is he here?
God, he can throw 102 miles an hour, but fuck, he fucking beats women. God damn it.
It's the Aroldis Chapman conundrum. Of course he can throw well, but he will pistol whip his girlfriend at some point. Huh?
Jared Carrabba standing on a table.
It couldn't happen to a nicer
guy. He pointed a gun at a woman. I find that clip every like 6 months or so. Yeah. It might be the best, perfect stream of guys watching a baseball game or a sports game. Just 30-second rant of all time. It's incredible.
It's just because it's all Yankees fans. It's Yankees fans. It's like one Boston Red Sox fan who hates the Yankees. I don't know if he cares for the Astros, but like he hates the Yankees. And so it's like a Schadenfreude moment where he's like, and also Aroldis Chapman, just a piece of shit. So like anything that bad happens to him, it's like when Deshaun tore his ACL and we're like, God does have a plan. He has a plan for everything.
Tore his Achilles and then retore his Achilles. It's just, hey.
I mean, hopefully he just can never play football again.
I'm okay with it.
I think there are many people who are okay with that.
I think 99% of football fans are okay with it, including Browns fans.
Maybe not the AFC Northers. They're like, well,
no, AFC North fans want him to play football.
Yeah,
correct.
we need more felons. We need him to play. But yeah, no, I kind of saw a video of him and I just kind of went down the clip hole where I was like, Jim, he was so good.
He was so fucking good, dude.
But I mean, again, he worked when the pocket collapsed, which is not a great way. Like, that's not great to have as your defining scenario. At the same time, if he had, I mean, here on the documentary, he's like, I watched 0 seconds of tape. And it's like, brother, you are in the NFL. At least watch 5. At least pretend, at
least log in.
At least log in. At least, I don't care if you just put it on the table. You don't have to even watch it. Just try. I mean, again,
put it on in the background. Treat it like it's YouTube while you're eating dinner or whatever, right?
It's Hassan Piker while you're watching, while you're eating dinner. It's fine. But yeah, I just want to bring that up. I have another note. I have a note on basketball, and then I know you have a note on the NFL, and then we have a hot take. We're 16 minutes away. I don't think we're gonna make it.
I can pull a quick one. I've got a couple quick ones.
Okay, I do have a coffee rant I can give out, just because I have thoughts on the Houston coffee scene.
We can do that. My NFL notes quick. You want me to do it?
Sure, go ahead. Hit
All
me
right.
with it.
Joe Mixon has a foot injury. It's pretty serious. There's a shot he comes back for the beginning of the season. I would much prefer if they took their time, make sure he's 100%. Don't rush him back. We did just get Nick Chubb for a reason. And listen, I'd rather Mixon come back healthy. It sucks that we're starting with him maybe not being part of this offense, but take your time. Don't rush this shit. Don't try and rush him for game 1 back. I'd rather see him, first game 5, right? But he's 100% healthy and he's ready to go for the rest of the season. Then try and rush him back for game 2. It gets so much worse, and great. Now he's out until week 16 or some shit.
I'll be honest. I this may be one of my flaws as like a sports fan. I just don't give a shit about training camp. I'll care when preseason games start. It just I can't. It's like the minor leagues where I'm like, that's just too much information for me to take in at this point. But yeah, that's not fun to hear. But I don't know. Like Nick Chubb's there. I think we'll get through it. I do like Joe Mixon was our savior. Not a savior, but like he did a lot better than I think people were expecting.
He was our savior.
He was our savior. I'll say it. He's our
but
savior.
we need him out. We need him healthy. Yeah. So take your time. Don't rush him back. The first three games of a season are not going to define our season. Don't rush him back so he's out for longer.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Okay, let's see. What do we play? We play the Rams, the Buccaneers, and then the Jags. I mean, the Jags we could put out.
Those are 3 tough games.
Well, I like to pretend we could put out a game of preschoolers for the Jags, but that's not true. The Titans the week after that. That's the preschool.
There you go. There you go. No, that's where you bring him back so that he can play against a baby soft defense.
Yeah. But yeah, the first 3 games are not going to be fun, and and then we play the Ravens after that. Okay.
Bring it back for the Titans. Shut him down for the Ravens.
Yeah.
Bring it back after that. Got it. That's the game plan.
It's the Seahawks after that, which actually I don't know if that's better.
The Seahawks, I think, are going to be sneaky good this year.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they have that their coach whose name I will always forget because I'm horrible with names. Who basically is a defensive specialist. So I don't know if I particularly want Joe Mixon to slightly injured Joe Mixon to go up against that. 49ers after that. Looking at
okay. All right. Shut them down until after the 49ers.
Yeah.
Fuck this.
Well, then there's the Broncos. Which I mean, they're a wild card team. They are my team.
Yeah, but their defense is nuts.
Yeah. And then it's Jaguars again, then the Titans. So he's going to play September 28th and November 16th.
Yes, sounds like a plan.
Yeah, and then he can't play. Well, then it's the Bills. Not going to play him there.
No, you can play. The Bills don't have a defense at all.
That's true. The Bills, the Colts, play him for the Colts. Who knows? The Chiefs, I don't know. We're going to play the Chiefs after that. Who knows what they're going to look like?
What the fuck are they going to do?
After last season's whole, like, we're barely going to win every single game. Oh, by the way, we're making the Super Bowl. We'll lose in, amazing fashion. Chiefs, I will see. Cardinals, I think that's fine. Raiders, that's fine. Chargers, that's a TBD. We'll see what they look like. And then the Colts again. So that's the schedule. Joe Mixon gets to play 5 games this season.
5 games. And then the playoffs. Which, again, he won't get to play. We're going by this logic. Huh? And we play the Ravens first round, so he's shut down.
Okay, quick NBA note. I don't know if you saw Jokic with his horse.
Oh, it's so cute. It's so weird to call that big man cute, but it made me feel emotions. No, he loves those horses so much.
That was a deep, like, there's a group. There's Eros, there's Agape. It's one of those deep loves, like the Greek, where it's like this deep love for a friend, this deep love for something you really care about. The problem with Jokic, and I think this is his main problem, is that he wants to be 5'2" and be able to ride horses all the time. Problem is he's a 7 foot, a god of basketball who was made to play basketball, because he's like the Michael Phelps of basketball in some sense, where like he's just made to play it, and that's his curse. Honestly, he may be cursed. Some witch cursed him as a child, to where it's like you will forever be amazing at basketball, make millions of dollars, do everything, everyone wants to do in life. But all you want to do as, little Jokic is want to play with your horses. And now he's cursed to come overseas every year and be away from his horses.
Do you think he would be happy? Do you think he would be slightly happier if they a petition was signed. I don't know how we would ever do this. You would all together come as NBA fans and basketball fans come together in a society and decide your name is no longer the Joker. Your name is the Jockey. Do you think that would satisfy him a little bit?
You know what he say? It's like, I don't give a shit. Okay.
I'm not a real jockey, so I don't care.
What's Ernie Johnson? Ernie Johnson would be like, jockey. I don't know why his voice cracked when I was being Ernie Johnson, but he's going to be like, jockey. No, I just don't think he'll give a shit. He'll be like, yeah, okay, that's awesome. I'm going to go play with my boys. And also, let me go watch my horses. Like, I play with my boys in the Olympics and watch my horses. Like, again, he's a man who he works. He has like a seasonal job. He works for about 9 months out of the year. 9 months out of the year. Comes home. He does what he really cares about, what he loves, his passion project, which is horses. I wish he and Queen Elizabeth could have met. I feel like they really would have gotten into it about horses. That's like, invisible line, be like horses and political assassinations. So I feel like, it's the Balkans. I feel for him where it's like he clearly is just so in love with being with horses and just wants to be around them. We're not gonna clip this part. Do you think he has is he ever is he dressed like a furry as a horse? I don't know. These are questions that no one's gonna ask him because his brother looks
those
scary.
Stupid horse masks that were a funny do you think he wears that during sex or makes her wear that during sex?
He what's the furry thing, yif yif or whatever?
Yep. Nay. Oh, we're so fucking stupid.
But yeah, no, he's a generational basketball player born in the wrong body. His body should be 5'2" and 105 pounds. That's all he wants. Okay,
transition
Brian.
Surgery, but it's just to become shorter so he can ride horses.
He's doing the opposite. You know how every single guy wants to
be taller.
I'd love to be taller. I don't want to do those stupid surgery where you can't jump for 5 years. He wants the opposite, where it's he's going to shrink down, have liposuction,
break my femur in half, take out half.
Yeah.
No, you got to break into thirds, take out the middle third, and then fuse it back together, please.
Yeah. It's I just want to ride horses. That's all. And again, I mean, I don't really care for horse racing, but every time I see Jokic there with his beer, watching horse race, I'm like, it does sound like a time with.
It's what love looks like, dude.
It is. It's his true love, truly. He is happier than you will ever see him on the basketball court. He's like basketball. It's fine. He enjoys it. Here's the thing. He does enjoy basketball. It's when he's with his boys. Look at how he was at the Olympics. It's when he's with his boys. He has fun then. He doesn't care about the NBA is his main job. It's I go to the office. I go to office, boss man, get on my ass. Ask for a spreadsheet of 3-pointers, and then once my weekly report of free throws, and then next thing he's like, I just want to go back home and watch some horses. And we all have our horses in some way. So nay to everyone involved. Do you want? We have 53 minutes. I don't think we have time for a hot take unless you want a small one.
How long's your coffee rant?
It's just this, okay. I have been in the Houston coffee scene. I have been trying Houston coffee since about 2014 when I moved to UH. And there's this new wave of new shops that have popped up. And they all fucking piss me off. Because I try them. Because all these influencers go there. And this is great coffee. I love this place. This is so cool. The concept's cool, blah, blah, blah. And you try and you're like, it's $9 for a fucking burnt coffee. Why is the espresso burnt? At home, and this is not to say I'm a coffee master, because I'm not. I know I'm not. I'm okay with that. If I can dial in my espresso well enough to where it doesn't taste burnt, and I'm just an idiot who kind of watches TikToks, I'm not paying $9 for espresso with just milk product, cream and stuff like
milk
that.
Product.
This
is a funny way to put it. Sorry.
No, it's just it's cream foam topping or cream top or whatever, and it's
cold foam.
Cold foam and it's that's just sweet cream. That's just whipped cream that tastes better. And it annoys the fuck out of me because I really care. I love coffee. Slow Poke's Coffee in Houston, one of the best coffee shops I think, and maybe my favorite coffee shop around. No, I like Black Hole, but it's more about like I kind of have memories there. And they had the kombucha on tap, which rocked back in the day. I don't know if they have that anymore. But like I went to a coffee shop, I think 2 weeks ago with my girlfriend, and we got like the menu did not have prices, which
instantly fuck off.
Instant because this looks interesting, but like it was just
that's worse than QR code menus.
I was so mad. Like I wasn't mad, but I was like, are we serious? Are we fucking serious right now? But you walk in and it's like, okay, you taste a drink and it's overly sweet. And it's not, I probably should have known what I was getting myself into. But it's overly sweet. It's all about the aesthetic. And it tries to hide the fact that the espresso's burnt. And it's burned in both instances. Or like the cold brew tastes bitter. It's like, I know you're doing it wrong. Cold brew is actually not that hard. Just do it right. Or you taste like the matcha. And it's like, it's all these things. There are all these new coffee shops, like all these influencers go to, and they're like, I just love this place. And it's like, it's actually not good. You like the aesthetic. And that's okay. Say that though. Say that. There's one place I'm thinking of right now, which I actually love, but the aesthetic's great. Coffee is shit, and it's okay. They know what they are. They don't try to advertise that. It's an old standing coffee shop in Montrose, kind of. With all that said, I cannot stand this new wave of like coffee shops that I go to. Also, I have like beef with one coffee shop, because they had this like Alice in Wonderland menu. And it was like something like that. I'm not gonna name them, but I don't like, and like, I walk in, I'm like, oh, this looks interesting. I want to try this, but I have to go back to work. I have to go back to my job. And they're like, oh, you can't take it to go. And I was like, I felt like, that Tom Segura clip of like millennial coffee shops. And I almost felt like that. I was like, but like, are we serious here? I can't take this drink to go. It's like on a special menu. And he was like, no, you can't. Now, I still think maybe I was being punked to this day. Like this guy was just fucking with me, which honestly, okay. And I was like, it was
all the way off.
Yeah.
Forever.
And I wasn't mean to the guy. I wasn't like, what are you fucking saying? It was just like, I kind of took a second to register. I'm like, wait a second.
What did you just say?
What did you just like? It was like one of those, like, I was lost, but there are all these new coffee shops there. And listen, I'm okay with being pretentious, but be pretentious. Don't just make it like only certain drinks can't be taken to go. And also don't look at me like I'm crazy when I gotta go like, oh, so I can't take it to go. But
that's okay. Crazy.
Yeah, so I had beef with that coffee shop. I will never go back there.
That's like going to a restaurant and being like, oh, I didn't finish my food. Can I get a to-go box? No, fucker, you can't.
Yeah,
you either eat that food or you leave it here.
Which, like, again, if it's a buffet,
that's insane.
If it's a buffet and that's what they say, that's okay. But it wasn't like it's a coffee shop. You take things to go. That's like the point. You buy coffee and you leave. So
you did so good being calm about this rant. And at the end, you're just like the blood boiling rage just bubbled out.
It was just so stupid. It made me so mad. I walked up to the cold brew. The cold brew was bitter, by the way. That was the annoying part. It was bitter cold brew. And I walk out, I'm just like, I just wanted that drink. Like, but I can't stay. So, I don't know. I have beef with the coffee shop and they don't know it. So, okay.
That's so fucking funny.
But yeah, influencers, please stop advertising coffee shops and then not saying like, oh yeah, the espresso was bitter though, or was burnt. All that to say, hey Brian, where can the people find you?
You can find me across all social medias when I'm back from vacation at Auric Polaris, AuricPolaris, especially at twitch.tv/Auric Polaris. When I get back, probably on Monday, a week from, the couple days after this gets released, I'll be back on streaming Elden Ring, Night Rain, and seeing what other misadventures I can get up to. Jordan, where can the people find you?
Find me at Jordan's Thoughts on Twitter and Moonstamp Sports across all platforms, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Thank you so much for listening. We really appreciate you. Please leave a like, a rate, a subscribe, whatever you can do wherever you are. We will see you guys next week.
Peace in Jekyll Island.